Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and today we're looking at Kemet, Blood and Sand. So let's go to the highlight reel. Oh yes, here it is. We've been waiting for this one. Kemet, Blood and Sand. Look at this box art. Look at it. Back early and get a mini 20%, is that 20% bigger? And you forgot to paint these. Woohoo! No, you didn't. You got paint at the bottom. But black and white, come on, this is Egypt. They look fantastic with paint on. I should really say, why would you buy this if you've got Kemet? Confuse me. Confusing! The mix of colour and black and white. Stop doing this. Stop doing it. Teasing with black and white. Don't like it. Now, it's taking long, isn't it, to see what it looks like on the table. We're getting all this warning before we see it. What's going on? Now, we finally get down to the table, and oh, look at that board! Again, we're seeing it from a very low-quality image here, and how can you really criticise low-quality image of them being it's low quality? The green pyramid. Dun, 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 dun. Solo mode. So yeah, it's a nice price, €69, and you get all the stretch goals with that. That's bypassing Kickstarter. Is that legal, Kickstarter? Report! Where's the report button? Out of all the art that they're saying is new, you've got this for the back of these sleeves. Wow, what are they putting in this game? Because what we've seen thus far, it doesn't have that, does it? I mean, if you come down here looking at Kemet, you're just going to go... Like, man, that Kickstarter page hasn't pulled me in. The images that they're putting up here of the board look phenomenal. These black and white power tiles. What's powerful about black and white? Oh, shooting itself in the foot here because this is a bit of a problem, isn't it? The size of boards recently. They're not telling us. I mean, look here from afar. All of the tiles here are black and white. That is heresy! The Egyptian gods are rattling in their sarcophaguses. Oh my goodness! You're going into this mythology of Egypt, and you've done black and white art. You know, that is me saying no already. Like, that's enough to kill it for me. I'm sorry. Enough to kill it. These minis here, look. We've got repeating minis, copy, paste. Lazy. But yeah, I have complaints from the rulebook, and it's nothing to do with the rulebook. It's because the rulebook showed me more of the game that your Kickstarter page is not showing, and it's getting me angry. Had all this time to work on it, and you just went, just make those black and white. For what reason? What reason? What? How can you defend this to make it go black and white? Oh! This art on the page, because it's black and white, they don't want you to see it. They don't want you to come into this rulebook and get shocked by what you can see that they're not showing you on the Kickstarter page. They're not even showing you player boards. Oh, let's go back to that Kickstarter page. Oh, I'm fuming. Well, 2,000 backers. What are you seeing that I'm not seeing? What are you seeing? We've got no detailed minis or whatever on the Kickstarter page. We cannot recommend this game. We cannot recommend it. This Kickstarter page is awful to show off the game. It really is awful. It's resting on its laurels. Oh, Kemet's such a good game. Well, here you go. Here's a 2.0. Back it blindly because we're not showing you stuff. And the stuff they're showing, black and white, carbon copy minis, is... Oh, man. It is a sin against modern board gaming on Kickstarter is what that is. Madigo. Poo-poo. You have been relegated on your first entry into the Premiership of the Kickstarter League. Oh man, this game had me excited, and then the Kickstarter. Foobar, foobar, foobar. Yes, indeed. Let's go to the Kickstarter page right after this important message from the station. Kickstarter Radio 102.4 does not stand still. It is constantly evolving. Our Saturday show has just been upgraded to the newest, skinniest version, where we only look at the games we covered in the week in a new, skinnier format. Also, our live show on Sunday has been trimmed off the fat too, and we look at games that we could not cover in the week that are full of promise too. And also, we will be covering all the interesting and cool games that are worth your attention, so it is worth subscribing to this channel just to see all that we offer. So why not subscribe and make this channel even better, as we have a ton of social stretch goals, so this channel gets bigger, better, and better for you, the viewer that loves Kickstarters. So if you're bored of retail, this is the YouTube channel made for you. Oh yes, here it is. We've been waiting for this one. Kemet, Blood and Sand. Witness the rebirth of a classic from Madago. Master godlike powers and the monsters of ancient Egypt in Kemet, Blood and Sand. Sounds good to me. Look at this box art. Look at it. It's looking phenomenal, isn't it? We've got these amazing elephants attacking, giant scorpions, a giant snake, birds flying. Oh, this is gonna be great. And some peeps don't like this box. What are you talking about? It's epic. This box looks cool. Looks cool. And the art style here is great. And look, it's coming from France. Is Madago joining the Neo-Renaissance that is from El Francais, the French Neo-Renaissance of board gaming? I think it is. We think it is. Let's have a look. Now, this is an interesting one, isn't it? Back early and get a mini 20%. Is that 20% bigger? You get your minis 20% bigger. This is an amazing early bird, but come on, Madago, 24 hours. Yeah, we're getting this video out as soon as possible to our fans and subscribers. This would have been better 48 or even better 72. But there we go. Kemet, of course, is a famous retail game, and it's beloved out there. It recently had a 1.5 update, and really people have been wondering what's going on, and it's here now, so I'm sure a lot of peeps are peeped off, but you can't please everybody. I love that this Kemet logo here has the Egyptian Ankh on it. It looks great, doesn't it? I love this logo. Alright, now it's got work in progress, evidently. And you forgot to paint these. Woo! No, you didn't. You got paint at the bottom. But black and white, come on, this is Egypt. They look fantastic with paint on. Maybe they've just cut this off. I don't know what they're doing here with this black and white. Don't like it. Fresh illustrations. Yeah, this is definitely a 2.0 of Kemet, really. And yep, it's totally asymmetric. God powers and monsters. Yes. And got a little bit here. What's different from the original Kemet? Well, it's been simplified to set up, which is good. We all like a bit of streamlining when it comes into 2.0s. And really, you know, it should really say, why would you buy this if you've got Kemet? If it isn't going to be bleedingly obvious. So yeah, there's, you know, potentially And that's for the old backers, but it would have been nice just to say why would you want to get it. But anyway. Now, so up here then, you've got the art where it's black and white, but as you go down here, the art is full colour. So I don't know what that's all about here. Confuse me. Confusing! Yes, it does say it's had hundreds of hours of testing, and the game is from 2012, and the mix of colour and black and white. Stop doing this. Stop doing it. Teasing with black and white. Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. Now it's taking long, isn't it, to see what it looks like on the table. We're getting all this warning before we see it. What's going on? I'm seeing it all as warning. Blood, sand, and faith, magic, and war are one and the same. Yes, and you know, potentially this all sounds like Ankh from Come On, doesn't it? Really, but this is way more. You know, this is the similarities, of course, but this is, you know, this is deeped in history as a classic. So, and we've got all these Egyptian gods here, and looking fantastic, but I've not seen a game with the gods looking bad when it comes to these Egyptian gods. They have to be done a certain way, don't they? They are very cool. Now we finally get down to the table, and oh, look at that board! I'd love to see a high-res image of this board, and in the video you get to see a render of it, but you know, it's not doesn't look as good as it would be on the table, but yeah, it does look great, doesn't it? I like the regions. I think the Nile could do with a bit of more colour, but again, we're seeing it from a very low quality image here, and how can you really criticise low quality image of them being it's low quality? But you can see a 3 set up here, and it's 2 to 5, and you know, you got your pyramids here, you got your factions, and this magical thing going on in the corner here. Very cool. Now, you can join us on Tuesday to get more info about the Green Pyramid. Dun dun dun, dun. Solo mode. We don't know. Is it going to have a solo mode? Can you have Kemet solo mode? You get to solo everything at the minute. Everything that's coming out is solo. And it's certainly trending, isn't it, to go solo? Now, it is interesting how there's a Japanese campaign also going, and there's a Chinese version going to be going as well. We've seen this, we saw this with another game that we covered this month. What was it? I can't remember the name of it. I'm terrible with names. We'll put the link up here with it. Yeah, so basically your goal up here is only one level, and here there's 3 going on, so you know the stretch goals can get absolutely blown apart even if Kickstarter's not hitting it. So take that into context. The goal at the top is not the total goal that it's being kickstarted, because it's got these other campaigns simultaneously going. And excuse me, Kickstarter, but look, but if more people are doing this, they're trying to tell you that you need to support different language editions in Kickstarter. There should be like a button to change language, and it all translates across. It is what it is. So yeah, it's a nice price, €69, and you get all the stretch goals with that. There's a veteran pledge for you old peeps that have got the 2012, and it's not bad actually. €25 to go from 1.0 to 1.9. And oh, are you kidding me? This is a great thing. So, so would you buy this one, or would you just buy the upgrade? If you've got Kemet, let me know what you're going to do. You're going to buy the new one, or you're going to just get the upgrade. So there we go. Now the Championian pledge for France only. So whatever that is. I don't know. Are they getting it at half price in France? I don't know what this is. My manager is not here. She speaks French, but I don't know what this is. So yeah, it looks like, yeah, it's half price. It is half price. They pay 50% up front during the campaign and second hand directly to the shop. That's bypassing Kickstarter. Is that legal? Kickstarter report. Where's the report button? Oh, isn't it? It's cheeky, this, isn't it? The Championian backers. Okay. And we've got the retail pledge there. So, whoa, Traders of the Dial 300's jumping up. Yeah, upgrade gameplay. We like how the pyramid builds. Very nice indeed. We do not like the black and white. What is this about? When it's black and white, you're kind of hiding what the art is. And you've got some that aren't. What's going on? We don't like this mix of colour and black and white. Now it says rules 2.0. So what is going on with that, Kemet? Hey, what's going on with that? Upgrade to 1.9, yes. So that's not related to this at all, then, is it? Because this is the 2.0. Yeah, it says that they have been developing their rules with the community or hardcore players that are still loving the game from 2012. It is all pretty cool, though, what they've got going on here. And, you know, it's a completely different change of rules for pyramid colours, including onyx. Ooh. And they're gonna have another colour, aren't they? They're gonna have a green. They said they had doing a green. So a game board where everybody is within reach. Yes, teleportation is going on here. Spells are getting cast yet. Yes, but where are the spell cards? 8 battle cards. You'll have many options. Where are these battle cards? I want to see this stuff. So, fresh illustrations and minis. We need to see all this, you know. We do need to see. We've seen one low image of it on the table, which is unfortunate. Updated power tiles and graphic design with black and white. The black and white thing is foobar. It really is. And I'm sorry, Madigo, if you're going to bring that out with black and white, you are not part of the neo-renaissance à la française. I'm telling you no. Now, rules to look at. We'll have a tiny peek at these to see if they show what they're not showing on the Kickstarter page, because sometimes they do that. This is, of course, how to play the original Kemet. It would be nice for them to do a video where the designer plays through it. You know, because there's lots of videos on Kemet, but it would be nice to get the update to Kemet from the designer, how to play it. That would have been great. But, you know, we've at least got some down here, which is nice. And there's going to be one on the dice tower, which is very cool as well. Stretch goals, the Sacred Bull. This has been knocked through already. Game Aid's knocked through already. The social stretch goals already been unlocked, which is some bags, some monster bags. Which is nice. More social goals here. The box has been upgraded with a varnish. Nice. An additional illustration. I don't like this illustration stuff. What does that mean? Like a postcard in the box. That's got 0 value. New die cards. Ooh, so, you know. Add-ons. These are the sleeves then. So you're getting custom sleeves. And for €10, the custom sleeves is very good value, isn't it? I love the one with the scorpion. This one over here, not so hot on. Out of all the art that they're saying is new, you've got this for the back of these sleeves. So yeah, the Kickstarter, considering that there's been planned to go on Kickstarter, is pretty thin there, isn't it? There's not much here at all about the 2.0. So there is that, and it's coming in 2021, so there's a long time off here. Now this is pretty interesting. It says that this game is going to have an SRRP of €130. That is $150. Wow, what are they putting in this game? Because what we've seen thus far, it doesn't have that, does it? I mean, it says including the unlocked stretch goals, so we don't know what is coming. So that definitely put your reminder on for that, because at the minute it looks like we're only looking at a €69 product. So the stretch goals are going to double it. We'll see. We'll certainly see. Now, a labour of love, yes. But you're not showing it. You're not showing your cards. You're not showing your ability cards. You've apparently done all this art. We can't see the art. So, you know, for me, it's got its problems, this Kickstarter. It really does have its problems. It started off with promise, and then it was like low quality images, not showing you off the abilities, not showing you off stuff. And really, you've got to have a vested interest to kind of watch these videos. If you come down here looking at Kemet, you're just going to go, like, nah, that Kickstarter page hasn't pulled me in. The videos are good at the top, I'll give it that, but then come down the Kickstarter page and it's just kind of a little bit of a waste. You're going to have to go to playthroughs to see more and stuff like that. And of course, it's all prototype anyway at this stage, isn't it? It's early. So let's look at the rulebook and see if that's doing any better. A big thanks to our subscribers as we've smashed the 250 sub goal. And new music will be pouring into all our new videos. The next stretch goal is the Big 500, which we're calling the Day 1 live event. If there's any giant Kickstarter games coming out, we will do a live stream as soon as it breaks, so you can watch our first impressions of the hottest Kickstarter games. Also, if this unlocks, we will be bringing you all of the games that have those pesky early bird deals, so you can get the action when it comes, so you never miss the opportunity to unlock something really cool that you may have to pay in the add-ons. So this will make sure our program is heading towards the best we can do for you, and you will help make the station become the best damn Kickstarter board game channel that there is. Help us evolve the channel by simply subscribing. Well, it's not got a front cover, or it's half front cover. Let's get into it already. Isn't it? We're rushing. We're not full screen. 3, 2, 1, action. Well, it's a strange front cover, isn't it? It's like half front cover. Then we're getting into it really quick. It's fairly short, I'll give you that. And it is nice though. I do like how they're laying it out. And of course, this is another iteration on a rulebook and including new rules in here that you can check out. The images that they're putting up here of the board look phenomenal, and the board does look cool from here, doesn't it? Why do we need to come here to get this? I don't know. These black and white power tiles. What's powerful about black and white? Oh. We're getting to see more of the art here, which is cool, but it's shooting itself in the foot here because look here, you've got this fantastic image of this battle scene here, and here you've just leveled it in black and white. Poo-poo! The board looks nice. The board does look nice. We don't know how big it is. This is a bit of a problem, isn't it? The size of boards recently. They're not telling us on it. And is the board going to get bigger? I mean, look here from afar. All of the tiles here are black and white. That is heresy. The Egyptian gods are rattling in their sarcophaguses. Oh my goodness! You're going into this mythology of Egypt, and you've done black and white art. You know, that is me saying no already. Like, that's enough to kill it for me. I'm sorry. Enough to kill it. These minis here, look. We've got repeating minis, copy, paste. Lazy. We've got these battle cards here with the same background on them. And they've got that great battle art, but they want you to sleeve it anyway for this one here. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But yeah, I have complaints from the rulebook, and it's nothing to do with the rulebook. It's because the rulebook showed me more of the game that your Kickstarter page is not showing, and it's getting me angry. I've had all this time to work on it, and you just went, just make those black and white. For what reason? What reason? What? How can you defend this to make it go black and white? Oh! You should never have a mix of two art styles in a game. What is going on? It's like design, early school design. You don't mix up styles. If you're going to do black and white, you do it all, not just a little bit here and there, or you splash some colour, but it needs to go all black and white with all splash of colour. You can't do this. It's jarring to see it. And there you go, waste of page on the 12 there, waiting for the index. Woohoo! Get an index on the 12. So yeah, only 12 pages is fairly thin, isn't it? And oh, please wait, rendering. I can't remember how big this is to download. But at least they've got like the setup page and it all looks dandy, doesn't it? But again, they're not showing off these minis on the page. What? They are not showing off the board in high definition on the page. What? They're not showing off these this art on the page because it's black and white. They don't want you to see it. They don't want you to come into this rulebook and get shocked by what you can see that they're not showing you on the Kickstarter page. They're not even showing you player boards. Oh, let's go back to that Kickstarter page. Oh, I'm fuming. Well, 2,000 backers. What are you seeing that I'm not seeing? What are you seeing? This is what they're seeing, is the early bird. Is what they're seeing. But I can tell you now that this Kickstarter is taking the P. It really is. It's taking the PP because one, not showing you stuff. Right, because here, when you see the minis, you don't realize that you've got carbon copy minis throughout. We can't see the player boards in detail. We can't see these cards. If you go in the rulebook, they're black and white. Horrible. They're all black and white. Horrible. And we can't even see the detailed minis. We've got no detailed minis or whatever on the Kickstarter page. We cannot recommend this game. We cannot recommend it. This Kickstarter page is awful to show off the game. It really is awful. It's resting on its laurels. Oh, Kemet's such a good game. Well, here you go. Here's a 2.0. Back it blindly, because we're not showing you stuff. And the stuff they're showing, black and white, carbon copy minis, is... oh, man. It is a sin against modern board gaming on Kickstarter is what that is. Madigo, poo-poo, you have been relegated on your first entry into the Premiership of the Kickstarter League. Oh. So on that bombshell, I'm Lipstickpaddy. You've been watching Kickstarter Radio 1 or 2.4. Take care. Bye-bye for now.